6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed all ministries to further strengthen coordination to accelerate pace of work on second phase of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China has reaffirmed support for Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and high-quality socio-economic development. Planning Minister has directed to devise comprehensive strategy for converting agricultural tube wells to solar energy. Information Minister says economic indicators are showing positive trajectory due to hectic efforts by government. In India, activists are raising alarm over deletion of Muslim voters' names from electoral rolls in several states. Third and last T20 between Pakistan and Ireland will be played in Dublin today. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has directed all ministries to further strengthen their coordination to accelerate pace of work on the second phase of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Chairing a meeting in Islamabad today to review the CPEC and other projects under the banner of Chinese investment, he made it clear that delay in the completion of second phase of CPEC will not be tolerated. The Prime Minister ordered authorities concerned to import a significant portion of country's import via Gwadar to make Gwadar port fully functional. The Prime Minister directed relevant authorities to ensure foolproof security of Chinese nationals. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has announced to privatize all government-owned enterprises with the exception of strategically important state-owned enterprises. Chairing a review meeting on matters related to Ministry of Privatization and Privatization Commission in Islamabad today, he said apart from strategic state-owned enterprises, all other enterprises, whether profitable or loss-making, will be privatized. The Prime Minister directed all federal ministries to take necessary action in this regard and cooperate with the Privatization Commission. Shehbaz Sharif said the government's job is not to do business but to ensure a business and investment-friendly environment. The Prime Minister directed to ensure transparency in privatization process. He directed to televise live Pakistan International Airlines Company's limited privatization, including bidding and other important steps. The Prime Minister said process of privatization of other institutions will also be broadcast live. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar has underscored the importance of further elevating Pak-China ties through close collaboration. He was talking to Minister of International Department of the Communist Party of China, Liu Jianchao, in Beijing. Ishaq Dar reiterated Pakistan's firm support to China on core issues. The Deputy Prime Minister expressed condolences over the Shangla attack and assured to bring perpetrators of this heinous attack to justice. He underlined the measures taken by Pakistan to ensure enhanced security of Chinese projects, personnel, and institutions in Pakistan. The minister IDCPC reaffirmed China's support for Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and high-quality socio-economic development. The two leaders reaffirmed the importance of all-weather strategic cooperative partnership between Pakistan and China. They also expressed determination to accelerate progress on all CPEC projects, including ML1 upgradation, Gwadar Port, and KKH realignment. Minister for Planning, Development and Special Initiatives Professor Ehsan Iqbal has directed the Power Division and the Balochistan government to devise a comprehensive strategy for converting agriculture tube wells to solar energy. Chairing a high-level meeting in Islamabad today, he said, well-being of the people of Balochistan is the government's top priority. Ehsan Iqbal stressed the importance of launching an awareness campaign against electricity theft and ensuring timely payment of electricity bills. Speaking on the occasion, Balochistan Chief Minister said solar energy harvesting and solar tube wells could improve the agriculture sector. He said the provincial government would take appropriate measures to curb electricity theft and ensure uninterrupted power supply to the farming community. Information Minister Ataullah Tarar says the federal government has thwarted the wicked designs of anarchic elements through timely redressal of the demand of people of Azad Kashmir. He was addressing a news conference alongside Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan Amir Muqam outside Parliament House, Islamabad today. The minister said the resolution of demands regarding subsidy on flour and electricity issue is example of efficient decision making on the part of the government. He said no one will be allowed to create chaos in Azad Kashmir. To a question, the minister commiserated with the bereaved family of the police person martyred during protest and said the government will support his family. About the economic situation of the country, Ataullah Tarar said economic indicators are showing positive trajectory due to hectic efforts by government. Speaking on the occasion, the Minister for Kashmir Affairs thanked Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif for timely intervention to solve the issue. He said there were elements who wanted to use the situation for their vested interest and who had nothing to do with the grievances of the Kashmiri people. This is Radio Pakistan. Speaker National Assembly Sardar Ayaz Sadiq says Pakistan and Japan enjoy cordial relations validated by trade and cooperation between the two nations. Talking to Japan's ambassador to Pakistan, Mitsuhiro Wada, in Islamabad today, he said Pakistan values high its relations with Japan and wants to further strengthen them. Sardar Ayaz Sadiq said Pakistani parliament strongly desires to enhance parliamentary relations between parliaments of both the friendly countries. The speaker urged the need for regular exchange of parliamentary delegations to facilitate all-encompassing, robust bilateral relations. He said Pakistan has vast opportunities, especially in agriculture sector, to be explored. In India, activists and citizens are raising alarm over deletion of Muslim voters' names from electoral rolls in several states. In Gujarat's Devbhumi Dwarka district, approximately 700 fishermen, predominantly Muslims, found their names removed from the electoral rolls. Similar grievances surfaced in Sitapur, Uttar Pradesh, where the entire Muslim locality of Mahmudabad village, Miranagar, reportedly vanished from the voters list. At least 14 people have been killed and dozens of others injured after a huge billboard fell on them during a thunderstorm in Indian city, Mumbai. At least 20 Palestinians have been martyred in Israeli jet bombardment at a house and a school in Nusayrat refugee camp in central Gaza. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression since October last year in Gaza has crossed 35,100 and over 79,000 are wounded. Meanwhile, dozens of Israelis have stormed the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound and raised the Israeli flag today. The United Kingdom's main opposition Labour Party has lost Muslim support due to party leader Keir Starmer's pro-Israel stance during ongoing war in Gaza. Nearly 70 Labour parliamentarians defied party policy and called for a ceasefire, while around 100 councillors quit the party. In Iraq, at least 5 army officials, including a commander of a regiment, have been killed in an attack carried out by Islamic State group. The attack was carried out at a military outpost in Salahuddin province, north of the capital, Baghdad. The third and last T20 between Pakistan and Ireland will be played at Dublin today. The match will start at 7 in the evening. The series is levelled 1-1. And finally, the weather. Mainly hot and dry weather is expected in most parts, while very hot in central and southern parts of the country during the next 12 hours. And now the headlines once again. Prime Minister has directed all ministries to further strengthen coordination to accelerate pace of work on second phase of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. China has reaffirmed support for Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and high-quality socio-economic development. Planning Minister has directed to devise comprehensive strategy for converting agriculture tubulls to solar energy. Information Minister says economic indicators are showing positive trajectory due to hectic efforts by the government. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.